Welcome back to another allaboard layout update. I have a pretty big update to show you. I've gotten a lot done in terms of bench work and the track. So here we see what will be the main line in the grain elevator. So the main line is going to be the center track right here. These two are going to be the grain elevator. One's going to be just a stub end, store some grain cars on. The other will be a pull through that will come around down here. This is going to be the industry track for the main layout here, and what will be the main layout. It's currently workspace. I've gotten that laid down here. I've gotten some of the switches in and some of the flex track. I'm not going to be able to do any more here until I get all the curve turnouts for the part on the section that will go right here. I have yet to build that. Still need to get that done. I've gotten some more plywood down. I've gotten that sheet down there, and I think this one too. That's pretty nice. Over here, this is some more progress. This is what's going to be the engine storage area. I'll probably put some sort of building here. Just a workshop or something. And I've gotten the cork laid all around on this section here. That's pretty nice. And then I got that section put in. I need to get the curve turnout for over here for the yard lead that'll come around here. And then it will split off here. Gotten a number 8 Walthers turnout here. Got a 7.5 here, which goes over into the yard ladder over here. So I've gotten a couple of the curved or the yard switches in, and a couple pieces of flex down here. That's all I'm going to do for now until I get the main loop done, and then I'll start putting in the yard tracks just so I can get some trains running. So I've gotten some more of the cork done for the yard. I'm using just the normal mainline cork, just because the sheets, it'd be easier to lay those down, but it's like $10 a sheet, and the amount of sheets I need, it's just much cheaper to use the strips of cork for all that. So that's what I'm doing there instead of just using a big sheet. And I didn't want to just put it into the plywood because it's always much more difficult to work with. So, and over here, it's looking pretty nice. I need to still get these 2 more shelf sections done, which should be pretty easy to build since they're both just pretty big rectangles. And then I'm going to need to figure out what I'm going to do for the bridge between this one and the section that's going to go right here. You can see you got some of just the tape on the floor that I used to figure it all out. It's going to go right here. And the bridge will be at an angle coming from about here to there. And I'm going to have to figure out, I want to put a river on this section, the bridge, so I'm going to have to do some cuts into the plywood to get that to fit nicely. So, because I'm not using foam like I did before for the sub-road bed, just using plywood and cork. So if I want any elevation that goes down, I'm going to have to cut it out of the plywood. But doing vertical elevation will be easy, just putting some layers of foam down and carving them out as desired. But to go along with the much longer main line that I'm going to have here, definitely expand it on the yard. It's going to be much bigger than I had before. It's going to look kind of weird for a while because I don't really have all that many train cars. So it'll be pretty empty for a while until I'm able to get down a lot of train cars. What I've been using to lay the track is just some all-purpose adhesive caulk. I've just been doing a thin layer of that to secure the track to the cork, and if I ever want to remove it, it should be pretty simple to just peel that up. I have some of the wires I'm going to need for the feeders. I have an 18 gauge bus wire here, and then I have some 22 gauge feeders. I have red and black for the main lines. Then for the switch points of the Walthers turnouts, I have some green wire that I'm going to wire into the tortoise machines, which I will be installing on all the Walthers turnouts, just because they don't have the sprung throws and the points are so big that smaller locomotives will probably have problems with that. So that's what I've gotten done. I hope to order some more track in soon. Hopefully get enough to finish the entire loop here, and I can get some trains running. So that's all for this update. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments, and I'll see you next time.